Hey guys, welcome back to the Pretty Sisters podcast. It's your host Bethany
And Winta.
We're back with another episode.
If you guys have seen the title, we're going to be talking about what it's like being an influencer in New York City and like all the things around it.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
We do. That's why we were going to like touch on it last week, but we were like, we're going to dedicate a whole episode to this. So that's what we're doing today.
And we're kind of like trying to keep the vibe in New York City.
Yeah,
so
we're filming outside.
To film outside.
And we have our matcha.
That's like starter pack for NYC influencers.
Yeah, if you want to be an NYC influencer, number one, you need a matcha.
And then you go out in the street and, you know.
So we're representing right now. Cheers. So let's just get right into it. I think we should do a catch up first.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like this week has been like kind of chill for me, honestly, because I'm on my summer break and I don't know if is it too loud?
I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
If you speak loud.
Yeah, so I've been off from school and I was just focusing on making content. We went to the Hamptons last weekend. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, and
should we talk about the secret project that we're doing without talking about what it is?
Yes, and we are also working on a project.
Yeah,
but
so we had to
really
shoot for that.
Yeah,
but we're doing 2 days a week of that, and it's so early. We start really early and we wrap really late.
And we have to travel to Connecticut.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I would say. Like, you just finished school, so for you might feel like it's more chill. But my schedule got so hectic because throughout the year it was like more chill.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same for you, and then an additional.
Yes, like so for me it feels more hectic. Like the past 2 weeks have been like really, really busy and hectic, and I have so many things that I'm like juggling. And on top of that, trying to edit everything and like live in the moment, which is not possible. So it's just like. It's a little bit overwhelming, but we're here and we're like clocking in and putting the content out every day. So
we literally decided to post every Wednesday and not skip anything, even if
we're not
going crazy.
Because we're so busy right now. We're like, we had like a 60-minute coffee break, and we're like, let's just film it right now because we're never gonna shoot it if we keep saying like if we keep putting it off and saying, you know, next week, because that's what happened on season 1.
Tomorrow never comes.
Exactly. So you just gotta do it right now. That's our motto.
Literally, the time is now.
Yeah.
The time is now.
Okay.
So let's
get into the episode. Yay. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is what it's like. So maybe let me ask you, what is it like to be an influencer in New York City?
Honestly, it's the best city to be an influencer because I feel like everyone here is like content creator and like. They just get it, you know what I mean?
You don't have to feel ashamed.
Yeah, sometimes like in different places when you're like trying to film or like when you pull out your camera, everyone's like, what is going on? But here in New York, everyone is just like minding their own business, and also there's like a lot of opportunities. There are like a lot of brands we work with, and I feel like it's amazing and it's going really great.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like here nobody judges you for being yourself. You can be yourself. You can film your content. You can post whatever. You can film on the street. You don't have to feel weird about it. You can pull out your ring light. And also a lot of brands are based in New York City, so that's also an amazing opportunity for us, like, to be going to events. We go all the events that we're going to. It's like all these big brands, and if we live, let's say in like Texas, also like a bigger state, but I don't think those opportunities are the same as New York City.
That's so true.
The fact that let's wait for the car to pass. The fact that we're able to attend New York Fashion Week like it's nothing, it's a 10-minute walk from my apartment, like the next fashion show, like these things like that really make a difference. And and it's a hub for influencers, so you get to connect with a lot of creators, and it's just the perfect place to be for an influencer, honestly.
Yeah, and like meeting other creators is like crazy. Like before I moved here, I used to like watch people, and the people that I used to watch are literally here living in New York City, and like meeting them is like so crazy.
Who are your favorite creators right now?
Oh my god, right now that I used to watch Lena before I moved here.
I used to watch her too.
That's crazy. When I saw her, and then she lives in New York, and now watching her videos, I'm like, bro, I literally live next to her apartment.
Yeah.
Or like those things are like kind of
we like have the same view, and you're like, oh wow,
that's insane.
And yeah, I met her at an event, and she was so sweet. I'm like,
Yeah, I never
You're exactly
got
like
to meet her, but I see her videos.
Yeah,
now.
she's really nice. Her name is Lena Lifts. She does workout content,
Here.
and it's like she's the best. And is she your favorite creator?
Currently in New York City, yeah, she's kind of like my inspo, low-key.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what are other creators? What about you?
My favorite creator in New York City. In New York City?
Yeah. I feel like I know, and I feel like you know that I know.
What is it?
Who is it?
In New York City?
Well,
I have creators that I like, but they don't live in New York City.
Okay. Who's your favorite creator in New York City?
I'm gonna say, well, can I say she's a comedy creator? Her name is Haley Bailey. Can I say that? Because
I guess. Yeah.
I guess
why
she's
not?
because is she a New York City creator? Because she films in her apartment. So I'm like, I don't know. Because would you categorize? Because New York City creators they go outside, they go to events. Wouldn't you categorize
True,
those?
but
as,
she's like based in New York.
that's true. Okay,
so,
well
yeah.
then she's my favorite creator.
Yeah,
in New York
she's.
City.
I feel like you have the same content with her, low-key.
Kind of like she's my inspo.
Yeah.
I'm very inspired by her. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's my fave. Okay.
that's crazy.
So what is it like? Our next topic is what it's like to be going to influencer events.
Oh my god, those events are low-key my favorite because it's like meeting all the people. You
Yeah.
guys are like in the same room with the people that are doing the same thing as you are, and it's kind of like very inspiring, and to see them like do the things, and they're just like they have like the same goal as you. They're like working towards the same like. And then the amount of effort they put into their work and stuff like that is
The
so
work ethic.
yeah,
That's
so
really-
inspiring.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just get like a lot of inspos and I love it.
I agree. I get really inspired, and I also like to see how people are in real life versus how they are online.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's like completely something I've never expected.
Yeah.
So I just like seeing that because there are creators where I feel like I'm not gonna say any names, but I think they're so annoying online.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, they're so nice. So I'm like, why did I think that?
Yeah, I
they're
feel like
annoying?
people they have like a character kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they like dramatize
Yeah,
everything
they're
that they
yeah.
post.
That's so true.
Which we also do that, so like I understand because people also say to me like, when I met you, honestly, like I was scared to meet you because I thought you were so annoying. But
That's
then
very
after I met you, I was like, oh, you're actually like fine, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but
That's
yeah.
actually a really common thing because like there are
We did
My
not just spill the matcha.
That's
We
fine.
can share a straw.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I can drink it like this.
Are you sure? Okay. Well, my matcha's almost gone, but
Okay.
yeah. Anyways,
But yeah, so I feel like it's amazing. I like it.
okay. So wait, should we talk about this now? How are we different from creators that do, like personality content and their personality is the same as what
Their
they
actual
show off?
life?
Yeah, their actual life versus people that do skits or like that
They
play a
have to-
character
oh, yeah.
online. What is the difference?
I feel like seeing those videos, it's like they're trying to like hide who they are and just acting. And when you meet them in person, it's like, oh my god,
You don't even know them.
yeah, who they are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you can't really like connect with them. But if they're like personality creators, I feel like it's more of like you feel like you're friends and stuff.
Yeah, you
in
feel
some
like
way.
you know them
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I think.
Do you have any examples of creators like that?
I would say myself, and I feel like it's not like I play a character, but I try to like make my videos funny and just like make a joke sometimes, and I feel like people don't get it and they think like that's my actual personality, and they meet me in person and it's like, oh my god, I get so nervous because I don't know what they're thinking. So yeah, but if your content is more like your actual personality, I feel like they will connect more with you.
Yeah, I agree. It's also the same for me. But I feel like when I meet people, because I also play a character. Like you said, you don't play a character, but like in my opinion, you kind of do because
Yeah.
the comedy thing, that like the satire thing, is like a character. That's
Yeah.
what a character is. Like you don't do it on all of the videos, but people only need to see one video to categorize you in like one
That's
thing.
so true.
So if you're doing like one character video and one your personality video, I think people are, oh my god, there's a bee. I think people are still gonna categorize you as your character video because that's the most dramatic one. And on social media, people just gravitate towards dramaticness.
And once they like remember you with one thing, they associate you with one thing, they will never forget it.
Yeah. So if
it's crazy.
So since social media, especially on TikTok, the algorithm likes the dramatic videos, and people 9 times out of 10 are gonna see those videos of you first before they see your like genuine content. Like for me. And so once they see that video, like if I'm doing a skit at a restaurant, like once they see that video, and then tomorrow if I say like get ready with me to go to an event, they're gonna watch it, but they're gonna think of that video. And when you read those comments, it's about the other video. Yeah. They don't care about
that makes so much sense.
That's my experience. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I need to be doing those videos.
I have no. It's so confusing sometimes, but
yeah, it confuses me. But I like try not to think about it because it doesn't like matter.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
Yeah, I just post when I have an idea, I just let the creativity out, and like I take inspiration from other creators and I post it. Whatever inspires me, I try not to focus on the feedback because I personally don't really care about the feedback as much as the creation.
To be honest, I used to not care, but now that I think about it, it's sometimes like the comments really matter, you know? Like
it depends.
Yeah.
It matter. Wait, continue.
Because like those people are the ones that are watching you. Like they're like your community, and if they don't like it, maybe sometimes I feel like should I change my content?
Because you're saying like you would change yourself to please. Like I don't like the idea of changing what I believe in to please other people. That's where I get the struggle. Yeah. I want them to be happy, and like I want them to have fun and laugh at my content. Yeah. But at the same time, if I let that dictate, like I think like that sometimes when I'm spiraling, but on the days that I'm confident in myself, which is right now, I'm like,
so true.
No, I'm like, why would I let strangers dictate? Because you know there are people that find you funny, right? Why don't you focus on that community and like slowly filter out the negative people and like not give them attention? Because sometimes when I say like, oh, the comments are saying this, so I'm gonna, I guess I'll stop posting that. I'm like, why am I giving them the power?
I know. I dictate how I feel sometimes, but sometimes it gets crazy. I'm like,
it's a spiraling.
Why is everyone like commenting like crazy things?
Yeah, but
there are people that actually like support you and everything.
But I think sometimes when the hate gets louder, you start filtering out the people that support you. And I think, in my opinion, what we should be doing is focusing on your supporters and not giving the power to the haters. Because everyone, like no matter what industry you're in, everyone's gonna get hate.
That's so true.
And I think we should focus on the positive, but that's my opinion. So that's why I get those thoughts, but I work on myself and like try to understand in my brain like what do I actually want to post. And if I'm not gonna have fun posting, like honestly, I love Get Ready With Me, so I love watching them, but if I don't enjoy making them, or if I don't enjoy making like vlogs, like long vlogs, and if I enjoy making skits and comedy videos, I would rather just do what I enjoy, because at the end of the day, it's my life.
That is so true.
And the people that will believe in me and that want to support me are gonna stick around, and the others, if people don't believe in you, they're not supposed to be in your journey anyway. So
that is so true. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, like it's like a deep thought. I had to work on myself, and because of course any human, they get bothered by criticism.
Yeah, hate is like crazy, but sometimes I'll just try like not to read it at all and just post.
Yeah.
But that's the only way to go. I feel like not reading it.
Yeah, and focusing on
your thing, and you
or
can't
not
really
internalizing it is also another thing.
Yeah.
It's not about you. Like imagine, it's about them. Because imagine if I sit here, and if I'm doing a skit with you, like everyone knows it's a skit at this point, right?
Yeah.
If I'm doing a skit with you and I find it funny, you find it funny, half the comments find it funny, half the comments think it's annoying. If I find it funny and if you think it's funny and half the comments think it's funny, why am I letting the other half dictate
what you post?
Yeah.
And what you feel.
Yeah.
That's so true. You just have to like not take it personal, I guess.
Yeah, not internalizing it and learning how to, I guess, ignore it. Because I think if you ignore the hate, it will slowly just start.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like we shouldn't be focusing our energy on that.
That's true.
We should be focusing on our supporters, and also on our content.
Yeah. You just have to like, I guess, focus on making quality content, make
Yeah.
it funny, or whatever, like,
yeah,
you're feeling.
but
and just,
instead
like,
of
post
using
it.
our time to
think about
the haters,
Yeah.
we can think about how can I make this content funnier to get
Yeah.
more supporters, or to make the people that are supporting me happier, because they want to see your content.
Yeah. Guys, this girl is so inspiring, and she's like,
Who?
you.
Oh my god, thank you.
Literally, now I like my thought kind of like changed because
Yeah.
earlier I was like, oh my god, what should I do with my content? But I'm literally
Yeah.
low-key learning from her every single
But
day.
I also feel like you like making lifestyle content. That's
I
why
do.
I tell you, that's my opinion, you know, like if
Yeah.
you like making that, I don't really enjoy making it.
Yeah.
You know? But if you enjoy it, you should just do
Yeah.
what you enjoy. Like, you shouldn't give the haters the power to control what you post and what you don't post.
That's true.
You should just post what inspires you and what makes you happy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you want to post lifestyle videos, you should post lifestyle
That's so
videos.
true.
It does not matter.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more into like lifestyle, beauty, like a day in my life videos.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good at like making those. But
Yeah, and you should, because
Yeah.
you should just do what you enjoy. It's,
Mhm.
I mean, why else are you doing it? Like, I'm only doing it. No, think about it. Why are you
Yeah.
doing it?
That's so true.
I'm not doing it to create a crowd of haters and
I
lovers.
know.
Like, as much as I love people that love watching me, I'm honestly doing it because I enjoy it, and then that's a byproduct of, because when we started posting, like when I started posting, there were no people watching it.
That-
I mean, of course,
obviously.
everyone starts from zero. There's
My bad.
nobody, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I posted it because I enjoyed it, and then in the process of me posting, doing the thing that I love, the people started coming.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around.
That's so
It's not the
true.
people telling me what to do. It's like
Exactly.
I have the power to do whatever I want.
Yeah, and then you'll find your community
Yeah.
one day. Yeah.
Even if it's one person.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you see that?
Is that the poop of the bird?
Ew.
I heard that and I'm like,
Hopefully it
does
doesn't
that
happen
rain
right
here? It's not gonna happen.
Guys,
there
I
are so many
don't-
birds.
Hopefully this was not a bad idea, like filming
Yeah.
it outside.
You want to use my straw?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Now that you said that.
Yeah, but yeah, guys. Okay, so should we get into the next topic? Honestly, that was a good debrief, and I needed to say it out loud because I just told myself something too,
That's crazy.
which is I have the power. Like, who are the people? Why are the imaginary people on my phone dictating how I feel and what I do?
Exactly, bro. It's crazy because I literally just learned. I keep learning a lot from like our conversations.
I do
low-key.
too.
That's
And I think
crazy.
as I speak to you, when you say
realize it.
when you say something to me, like it's something I'm thinking, but when you say, yeah, sometimes I get hate, so I don't want to post that, it makes me realize, why are we letting
Other
the
people,
haters,
yeah.
why are we not giving our attention to our supporters?
That's so true. I feel like
They
we
don't
have
just-
a
yeah.
lot of support.
The,
It's crazy.
the supporters need the love.
Even walking in New York City, everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
I know, oh my god, we love you
Yeah,
guys.
it's
Like, hi.
crazy.
And I'm like, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
we have,
Oh my god, hi!
Oh my-
Hey,
Bruh.
guys, stop,
Guys,
You're
it just
talking,
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But imagine
But yeah.
them supporting us, and imagine us ignoring them. Like,
I
we're
know.
literally disregarding them as if they
That's
don't even
so
exist.
true.
And ignoring and focusing on the haters. Even making this podcast right now. This is the last time. Like, it's not the last time we're gonna probably talk about it,
Yeah.
but this is the last time we're gonna dedicate, because when we talk about hate, that
It's like
section
they're
of
winning. They're winning,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
we're giving them the power. That
Yeah.
section of the podcast is so long because we're like
I
so
know.
pissed, and we're like,
yeah,
no.
like a lot.
But we just
inside.
gotta ignore them. And if somebody hates you, they're not supposed to be in your journey. Why am I trying to convince my hater to love me? I don't care.
That is so
I don't
true.
care.
That's like a very good point. And
yeah, everyone's
yeah.
gonna have a hater. You just gotta focus on the positive. Like, think about
and
it.
just be you.
If you have a friend group of 20 people, at least one of those people are not gonna like
Yeah.
each other, or like
yeah.
one of them will hate each other. Not hate each other, but are not gonna always like each other. And when you're posting on social media, there are millions of people watching you. I've never seen somebody that has 100% supporters.
That's so true.
Yes, the hate comments and the negativity is like louder, but we also should not be giving it the power, because we have to learn how to control it. Because this is our first time doing this, and we don't have a book to guide us on how to
I
do this.
know.
We can't ask
You
our
just
parents,
have to like
yeah,
live and
because they don't know. So
Yeah.
it's like you just gotta like do what makes you happy at the end of the day, and like do what you enjoy.
yes,
So,
and then you'll figure it out on the way.
yes.
That's crazy. That's a very good point.
Okay, now let's transition from this topic that we will not revisit. Let us talk about parasocial relationship.
Oh my god, that was loud.
This is the reality of New York City influencing. It's gonna be loud. This is the real experience, guys. If the audio's bad, it's just the reality.
Yes.
Let's talk about
What? We're just trying to make it like
realistic.
realistic. Yeah.
Let's talk about parasocial relationships.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about
Social relationships, which is basically the relationship you have with your followers or the people that watch you, where you don't really know them but they know you, and what it's kind of like to have a parasocial relationship.
I low-key think it's scary. Is it scary?
That's crazy. It's not scary. It's like weird because it's like I feel like it's weird, but I don't think it's scary.
It's kind of scary, and not scary, but like, you know, when you meet someone and they know everything about you, but you have no idea about them.
I have a
it's
different thing. Like, I don't think it's scary at all. I think it's really cool. Like, I'm like, imagine having friends that you're just walking and everyone's your friend. Like, I always say this, but walking around New York City for me feels like walking around in a college campus.
Yeah, you always say that.
Yeah, and it's like maybe you did a big presentation or something and everyone saw it, but you don't know, and they're like,
That's
oh my
so
god, hey, I
true.
like that presentation you did. That's kind of how it feels like. And you're like, oh my god, hey, the only difference is like when they ask you for a photo, it makes me feel like I'm a celebrity. I'm like,
earlier we saw this girl and she was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, when did we meet her?
We were like,
But
oh hey,
she
and
kinda,
she just
like,
said hi and like walked away.
She kind of knew that she actually recognized that from our social media, but I thought like we met her somewhere or something, and I was like, wait, I've never seen
because
that
the way
girl
she
since
said hi was like, she didn't ask for a photo, she was just like, hi
Hey
guys.
guys, it's like we met her earlier.
Yeah, but it's giving like friendship.
Yeah,
which I
that's
love.
so cute. But like I'm not really like intentionally putting my effort to like be like, hey guys, like, you know, and they think they actually know what I'm doing, that they actually know everything about me, but I have no idea what they are, their personality.
Yeah, like congratulations on moving out. Like they were like people saying that to me when I was moving to my apartment, and I'm like, how did you even? And then I'm like, oh, I just posted my moving vlog.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, I honestly love it. It feels like I have so many friends around, and there were times where I go to the airport. There was a time, like me and Vicky, like my other sister, we went to the airport and there was a long line, and the girl was like, oh my god, you're Winter, and then she like let us skip the line.
That's crazy.
And I feel like we could have missed our flight that day, but we didn't.
Those things,
so it gives you a little like perk.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
those things are the best,
Yeah.
like the pretty discount and stuff like that.
we get a discount everywhere we go, so we're like so grateful.
We're honestly so good. Okay, those things I like, and I also like meeting people, but I sometimes just feel like I should be aware of that and just know that everyone knows me, and just when I walk, I have to be more confident.
Yeah, you have to be like, because you can't be looking like a bum walking around.
That's so true.
In your pajamas anymore. You have to kind of be more intentional.
Yeah, before I used to just like walk out from the gym and just like walk
I was
around
just
the
gonna
city.
say, I'm like, when I go to the gym, it was a shit show, bro. Like I looked so bad. What was that?
The bird?
No, stop.
Okay.
I look so bad going to the gym, but now, because you know I told you like I had to switch gyms because our first 2 to 3 gyms, they were
really experienced the same thing.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, no hate, no shade, no tea, but like I feel like for me, when I work out, I wanted to like that's the only hour I have literally throughout the day where I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to focus on my workouts.
Yeah.
And when I'm like walking in, like if they're watching this video, like no hate, no shade.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure if I was you guys, I would probably, because I feel like they don't know it's harming me. They don't know what my brain is. They're just saying hi, so it's like fine. But I just hate knowing that the people that check in know me, the trainers know me,
the
people that work out.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, I just feel uncomfortable because I feel like when I'm working out, I feel like they're watching me, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's so true. Like guys, like I had to like this year in 2025, I literally switched 3 gyms. Like I have like a lot of locations, and I've been like switching it because about like a month. On the first week, I try to like be tough and like be, you know that face where you walk so confident.
You
like,
don't smile because
I don't
like,
smile. Yeah, but sometimes I can't control it, and I just start smiling at people because I see them so often.
That's so true.
And when I literally start smiling, the people will
you're trying to like. Sorry. Okay.
And the people will try to like be friendly, and then they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in all blah blah blah." And those conversations really annoy me, and I feel like they are literally watching me. Like,
yeah,
that's
I
so
try not to be,
uncomfortable.
unfortunately, I try not to like be super friendly with everyone because I don't want to start a relationship. It's just at the gym though. Like,
Yeah.
that's my only space where I'm like, no.
Yeah.
If we're at an event, at a restaurant, at a coffee shop, that's fine because I'm outside, you know, I'm like
Gym
open
is
to
like a me
the
time.
gym and my apartment.
Yeah.
People that live in my building, if they're like, there was this girl that, I mean, no hate, no shade, no tea to her, but
No hate, no shade, no tea.
she got in my, she got in the elevator. I think she was visiting her friend or something, and she hit a floor, right? And I was a floor, like a few floors above her, and when I hit my floor, she didn't get off on her floor, and she was like looking at me like this.
That's
And she
crazy.
like stayed. I mean, she can say hi and like whatever, which is fine. But like she waited to see what my floor was, and I was so scared to even walk into my apartment, so I had to wait. I just like was walking around until the elevator left. Like things like that, like my apartment and my gym.
Apartment is so crazy.
Yeah, like no hate, no shade, no tea,
Oh
no,
my
no
God.
whatever. But that just like freaks me out because I want to sleep comfortably when I'm at home. I don't want to think about. Sorry guys, the car.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about somebody breaking into my apartment or like sometimes when I'm getting hate, I'm like, oh my god, wait, somebody like knows where I live and she might post it and then my haters will find
crazy,
it.
bro.
Yeah, I just overthink it, especially living in New York.
Is like the most.
Yeah, it's easy for people to
yeah.
find your apartment based on like the view you post and if the area you're in and if one person sees you
in that
walking in or
area,
whatever,
yeah.
it's not that
They
hard
will
to
know.
figure it
Yeah.
out. So it's just trying. It's like a safety thing, but
That's so true.
besides that, I love everyone.
We love you. We love everyone, but like,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
like the gym is like so important. And now, like, it's my third gym now, and now I don't talk to anyone.
Yeah,
and
now
they probably think I'm so like mean or
but
like.
oh my god, another thing I started
entitled.
doing is stop caring. I stopped caring whether people
How they perceive
Yeah,
you.
how they perceive me because I used to be like, okay, I don't want anyone to talk to me at the gym, but I'm also like, I don't want them to think that I'm mean. I completely stopped doing that. Like, they can think whatever. It doesn't represent my real character. Let them theory. Like, they want to think I'm mean. Let them. Like, I know why I'm having like a serious face at the gym. It's because I want to have my me time. But I know I'm a good person at the end of the day on the inside, so I don't need to prove that to every single person that walks the planet Earth, bro. Like,
Thank you.
let them.
Let them think whatever they want.
Yes.
That's the theory for the day, I guess.
Okay. There's one more point. We can talk about it if you want. So this point is 9 to 5. Would you rather have a 9 to 5 or would you rather be an influencer?
Oh my god, that's a very interesting, and I feel like that's a very easy question.
That is so true.
Yeah,
What's your answer?
Personally, I would rather be an influencer than 9 to 5.
Okay, I would rather also be an influencer because that's why we are influencers. Because like
That's
if we
true.
wanted a 9 to 5, we would have gotten a 9 to 5. But actually, what I meant to ask was which one do you think is harder? Is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay. So there's, I feel like there are like 2 points that I want to like mention on this thing. So being an influencer is like running your own business, and 9 to 5 is more of like working for someone else. So you really have that hour to stress about the work, and then once you clock out, that's it. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you're an influencer, like you have to like 24 hours, like maybe like the 8 hours that you're sleeping, you're not working, but the rest
I'm
of the
dreaming
times-
about work.
Yeah, sometimes she dreams. I don't dream like that. But
I'll tell you off camera the dream I had yesterday. It was a crazy thing.
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, before you go, can you just clean up?
yes. All right.
Guys, we spilled the
Sorry.
matcha. I feel so bad.
That's
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, so you only have that 8 to 9. Is it 9 hours? 9 to 5?
8.
8.
Oh, 9 to 5, it's 8 hours.
8 or 9 hours, and then once you clock out, you go home and just relax.
Yeah.
And then you can like make a schedule like that. But being an influencer, you are just thinking about it. Like if you're not filming, you're planning a content. If you're not planning, you're editing. If you're not editing, you're posting. If you're not posting,
replying
you're
to emails.
going to events. If you're not at events, you're just making networking and stuff like that. So
You never stop.
yeah,
Like that's why I was even telling her like we have this 60-minute break and we were like, should we find another restaurant? I'm like, bro, we have to record this podcast right now because I have to go and edit and go home and do all my things before our weekend starts because it's so hectic. And I'm like, I just need to use every single minute of the day.
And why I love it is because I feel like it's the same reason. Like I'm working on myself. I know that I'm working on something bigger. Like,
yeah, for your it's your work
for my
your own business kind of thing.
Yeah, and I can see the growth and stuff like that. So I put like my 100%. If I'm like working 9 to 5.
Did you hear that question, by the way?
Yeah.
Which one's harder?
Yeah, if I'm doing 9 to 5, it will be easy. Influencing is harder.
That's crazy.
Because like I said, I wouldn't put my 100% effort for a 9 to 5 because I'm not working for myself.
That's true,
So,
I guess. Mentally, I think being an influencer, well, I feel like the workload that you have to do, but I also feel like we're kind of spoiled a little bit, which is why we're saying that I really want to be accountable. Because honestly, I feel like mentally, just the mental part of like, oh, no, I'm working for someone makes me feel like I'm not doing anything productive.
That's so true.
But if it's something I'm passionate about, like I have the energy to do it. So it's like, yes, it might be a little bit more time consuming.
Yeah.
But I'm passionate about it, so it becomes easier. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. But also, if you're working a 9 to 5, like the boss already told you what to do, so you don't really have to do a mind work. Like maybe you do. I don't know.
Because imagine it depends on the job because it's like a corporate job and you have to like schedule all the meetings and it's crammed. I honestly don't want to do that. Like
yeah, that's crazy. But it's like easier to do a 9 to 5 because that's the only hour you're working, and you kind of get like orders from other people, and you just do that.
Yeah.
But when you're an influencer, you have to like do your own schedule your own meeting unless you have like an assistant.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
schedule your own meeting.
Yeah.
Like do your meetings.
Yeah.
Like go to events. Do that. Do this. And then you have to also be creative on top of that and do everything yourself. So it's like doing like 6 jobs and you're just a one person unless you have an assistant. It's kind of like, but once you have like a team, it's kind of easier. I feel like, right? Yeah,
I agree. But I still think
which one is harder? What's your answer?
I think. Wait, what was it? Which one is harder?
Bro,
wait, hold on.
Zoning out.
No,
See?
I'm not zoning out,
She's
but
like-
I was like, wait, because I think a 9 to 5 is harder, but in terms of what is the question? It's harder. I like. If it was easier, then why are you not doing it then?
Because I don't want to.
Exactly. You don't want. So you want to do the harder one?
The harder one is more fruitful.
Fruitful? Fulfilling, you mean?
Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like passionate about it. I don't know. For me, I think influencing is easier because.
You think that's easier?
Well, what do you mean by easy? It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard.
Easier comparatively.
But for me, I say easier because I'm passionate about filming, editing, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you ask someone else that's not passionate about those things,
you're passionate. It's not about if you're passionate or not, but which one is like doing more work or like which one.
Okay,
do you
doing more.
that's,
I think
like,
influence. Like it depends on what level of influencer you are.
Yeah.
But I think that influencer.
I feel like there's like a misconception that people say like influencing is like so easy.
It's
they
not.
just have to like record, post, and then they get paid. That's not how it works, and that's one thing they really understand.
No, it's definitely a lot of work. I'm definitely not saying it's not.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot more work, but
it's
since
still
like
a privilege.
Your
I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's still a privilege because there are a lot of
that being your job.
Yeah, that being your job, it's a privilege.
Yeah.
Even though it's like it's like your own business and you're doing all that. It's a privilege and it's fulfilling.
Yeah.
And it's a passion.
Mm-hmm. So if you've been like working on your working on your social media and then like you're just creating your, how do I explain it? You're just growing, you know. But if you're working for someone else and then you stop working there, that's it. Because you're gonna
honestly, this question should be reworded as 9 to 5 or entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because entrepreneurship is the influencing thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say like my final answer will probably be 9 to 5 is harder.
No.
And it's for you it's influencing is
harder, like not doing it. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more work to do.
And you're also
know
risking a lot. It's like a risk. It's like a mind game, and you're always on. Like your brain cannot shut off, and you have to hire people. Like, if you have a team, you have to pay those people. You have to pay your manager, your assistant, your accountant, your business manager, whatever. Like all those people.
I also personally think everything is hard, and you have to choose your hard. So
that's so true.
Both are hard, but I would rather be an influencer, which is hard. But I also don't want to do a 9 to 5, which is also hard.
Yeah, they're both hard.
Yeah, I would rather do the hard one and actually be fulfilled.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's also you have more flexibility with influencing. That makes sense.
If you like to do something, you're happy. And I feel like most people, they don't like their job.
Yeah.
Do you remember our friend that stopped working?
Which one?
He just quit his job and he was like so happy.
Oh yeah. The finance guy. Wait, what was his name? He does like the cake reviews on on TikTok, and he just quit his finance job, and he's living his best life.
Yeah, he's like an influencer now. It's crazy.
Yeah, but he was always like a creator, but now he's only doing that, and he's so happy. Like,
especially, I don't know why people that work in finance, they hate their jobs
because it's stressful.
Like, why are they in finance then?
To make money.
But like, I like that specific field of job is so stressful.
Yeah.
Even I started off in college to like do finance, and then I've been hearing people like hating their job. Like when I say hate, it's like hating it.
Yeah, but it's like people do what they gotta do to make money. Unfortunately,
I feel like you get paid a lot, but there's like excessive amount of work.
Yeah, that's like what you get paid for is that. But
I feel like you work like more than 80 hours per week.
Oh my god, 80?
Yeah,
that's like double the normal.
But like you make money.
You just sleep. Might as well just get a bed in the office, bro.
That's what I'm saying. See, that is like, imagine doing that and you really are not doing anything for your like future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like not only chasing. I feel like you have to like chase not just money, but also like
something that fulfills
happiness.
You.
Yeah,
that's so true. That's why I'd rather be an influencer and make less money than what I would be doing in finance. If it's not, like, at the end of the day, you just gotta do something that you enjoy. Because what's the point?
Literally,
money is not the only thing here.
Exactly. So
you gotta do something that fulfills you. And on that note, we should end the podcast.
We're wrapping it up right here.
Talking too much. But yeah.
Oh my god, this was my favorite episode.
Really?
Yeah.
For season 2 or the whole thing?
For season 2.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Season 2. Like, I feel like it's always nice when we're recording outside.
Yes. I feel like every day it gets better and better. Probably the next one is gonna be my
now we know
one.
that we have to plan out like also where we're gonna film, because now we're just sitting at this corner. But next time it's gonna be even better. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for the Pretty Sisters podcast. And
let us know your thoughts if you have any questions or suggestions for the next episode. If you want us to talk about any specific topic, let us know in the comments.
And let us know your favorite part.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Do the ad thing.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to add us on Spotify. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review on Spotify. And we will see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.